Let's take a ride back in time. Back to an era where trucks weren't just tools for work. They were becoming statement pieces. Rolling muscle machines with V8 growls, aggressive stances, and factory horsepower numbers that could humble sports cars. This era, the early 2000s. And while names like the Dodge Ram SRT-10 or the second-generation Ford Lightning usually steal the show, the truth is there were so many more hidden gems that never got the spotlight. So today, we're diving deep into the forgotten performance trucks of the 2000s. Some were rare, some were underrated, others were just misunderstood. But one thing ties them all together. They deserve more love than they got. We're counting down 10 of them. No rankings, no gimmicks, just a nostalgic cruise through some of the coolest trucks you probably forgot existed. Number 10, Dodge Ram Rumblebee, 2004 to 2005. Before Dodge unleashed the fire-breathing SRT-10, they gave us the Rumblebee, a single-cab short-bed Ram painted in either solar yellow or black, with a stripe and B badge on the rear flanks. But this wasn't just about looks. Under the hood was the 5.7-liter Hemi, pumping out 345 horsepower and 375 pound-feet of torque. Plenty for the time, especially in a smaller truck. You got a limited slip differential, a scooped hood, 20-inch chrome wheels, and a sport-tuned exhaust that gave the truck a proper growl. Only 8,700 of these were made, making them relatively rare, especially in decent condition today. Number 9, 2008 Ford F-150 Foose Edition. Now let's talk about one of the most surprising performance collaborations, Ford and Chip Foose. The man who made a name overhauling cars on TV helped create this one-year special edition F-150. Only 500 were produced, and it wasn't all about style. These trucks were equipped with a supercharged 5.4-liter Triton V8, putting out a massive 450 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. That's on par with the legendary Lightning, but dressed up in a Foose-designed body kit with unique wheels, billet grille, and subtle striping. It cost nearly $80,000 in today's money, which might explain why so few people remember it. And yes, the stripes were stickers. Good quality stickers, but still, stickers. Number 8, 2009 Chevy Tahoe LTZ with the 6.2-liter V8. Technically an SUV, yes, but the GMT 900 platform that underpinned this Tahoe was the same as the Silverado. And under the hood of this one-year-only configuration, a monster. For 2009, GM offered the 6.2-liter L92 V8, making 403 horsepower and 417 pound-foot of torque. That was enough to push this full-size family hauler from 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds. Seriously impressive at the time. What makes it special is that it was so subtle. No performance badges, no loud styling. Just a powerful engine in a luxury trim, quietly out-muscling almost every other SUV on the road. Number 7, Regency RST Silverado and Sierra, 2004 to 2009. Let's shift gears to a lesser-known name in the truck world, Regency Conversions, based out of Texas. Originally known for van conversions, they started building high-performance trucks in the early 2000s. Their crown jewel, the Regency Sport Truck, RST. Based on Silverado or Sierra single-cab short beds, these trucks came with custom body kits, upgraded interiors, and, in most cases, the 4.8-liter V8, but Regency didn't leave it stock. They added ceramic-coated headers, a K&N intake, performance exhaust, and tuned the engine. While factory numbers were around 285 horsepower, These mods likely bumped that closer to 310 to 320, with a similar jump in torque. The best part? These trucks looked incredible. Sleek, clean, and purpose-built. They had a custom stance and attitude that rivaled anything coming out of Detroit. Number 6. 2007 Ford Explorer Sport Track Adrenaline. Now, here's a weird one. The Explorer Sport Track was already an unusual vehicle. Part SUV, part pickup, kind of a jack of all trades. But in 2007, Ford decided to go wild. They unveiled the Adrenaline concept with a supercharged 4.6-liter V8, making just under 400 horsepower. It looked menacing, lowered, blacked out, and ready to run. But the economy crashed and Ford pulled the plug. Instead, a toned-down version launched in 2008. It still had the 4.6-liter V8, but sans supercharger, making closer to 292 horsepower. Still respectable. And the styling remained: black grille, smoked lights, 20-inch wheels, and a subtle, sinister vibe. It wasn't what we were promised, but it was still cool. And it's definitely forgotten. Number 5. 2005 to 2007 Chevy Colorado Extreme. Most people know about the S10 Extreme. But the first-gen Colorado also got an Extreme package, and it was just as wild. Offered from 2005 to 2007, the Extreme package included a lowered suspension, 18-inch wheels, ZQ8 sport handling, and body cladding that made it look more tuner truck than workhorse. Inside, you got bucket seats, a 5-speed manual, and sporty touches throughout. Only 229 standard cab Extremes were built in 2006, making this one of the rarest entries on our list. And with that manual gearbox and sport-tuned suspension, it was probably a blast to drive. Number 4. 2007 SELINE S3031 Supercharged. When Ford skipped a third-generation Lightning, SELINE stepped in. Known for their Mustang builds, SELINE took a swing at the F-150 and created the S3031. There were 2 versions: a naturally aspirated model making 325 horsepower, and the supercharged beast with 450 horsepower and 500 pound-feet. These weren't just engine swaps, they had full body kits, upgraded suspensions, massive brakes, and dual side exit exhausts that looked straight out of a concept sketch. Only around 500 were built, making them incredibly rare. And while they came with an $80,000 price tag, they had the performance and style to justify it. Number 3. Chevy Silverado SR by Choo Choo Customs. Here's a name from the past: Choo Choo Customs, famous for their El Camino SS conversions. But they also tackled the Silverado with a wild creation called the RSR. Built in the early 2000s, these featured step-side beds, custom cladding, 20-inch wheels, and were available in bright yellow or orange. Under the hood, you had a choice between the 4.8-liter or 5.3-liter V8, both tuned and outfitted with headers and performance exhaust. Inside, the trucks were color-matched and fitted with custom touches, making them as bold on the inside as the outside. It's the kind of truck that you either love or hate, but you'll never forget it once you see one. Number 2. 2005 to 2006 Dodge Ram Daytona. Another Mopar classic. The Ram Daytona paid homage to the legendary 1969 Charger Daytona, complete with a huge rear wing, Go Mango paint, and Hemi V8. It was more than a trim package. It came with 20-inch chrome wheels, a sport hood, Borla dual exhaust, and the 5.7-liter Hemi. good for 345 horsepower. Only 10,000 were built, and it was available in quad cab or regular cab, giving buyers a bit more flexibility. While it didn't have the raw power of the SRT-10, it had style for days, and today, it's a rare find in clean condition. Number 1. 2006 Chevy Intimidator SS. To wrap it up, let's talk about a truck built with legacy in mind. The 2006 Intimidator SS was Chevrolet's tribute to Dale Earnhardt, based on the already potent Silverado SS. It featured the 6.0-liter high-output V8, producing 345 horsepower and 380 pound-feet, along with upgraded suspension, lowered ride height, and visual nods like Dale's signature on the tack, embroidered headrests, and unique badging. Only 933 were made, making it one of the rarest GM performance editions from that time. If you find one today, consider it a collector's item. So there you have it, 10 forgotten performance trucks from the 2000s that never got their fair share of the spotlight. If even one of these surprised you or brought back a memory, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. This is what the channel's about, uncovering the oddballs, the overlooked, the strange and sometimes misunderstood corners of car culture. I'll see you all next video, or maybe the week after, but I'll be back with another forgotten story on wheels.